Okay, this is just a real quick video. I'm not even sure where I'm looking here. There we go. I'm just going to make a real quick video. We were just doing a live and I did my very first collective tarot reading for the little group that was watching the live. It was just something kind of organic that came to pass, so I'm still adjusting this. Forgive me because it's going to be kind of goofy, but I'm just going to do this tarot card reading real quick. Now, when I started buffering and we went out, what had occurred was I had originally rolled the dice, and now see, I did explain to everyone, and I'm going to post this to open up my channel tomorrow, my new channel called Riddell Tarot, capital R-A-D-E-L-L-E, capital T-A-R-O-T, all one word. I'm going to begin to start doing tarot readings and oracle card readings and just spiritual readings in general, because I use several different implements. I don't know if this got missed or not, because when I looked up I was buffering and I have no idea how long I was buffering. So the first thing I did was ask this pendulum, and I don't know if this was, I don't know if you guys got to see this or not, but it was quite beautiful. I don't know if I was on there. I'll know when the video posts, but this is my grandfather acorn seed that Andrea Light gave to me, and these are little things that I have been picking up along the way for the last couple of years and had no idea what for, but now I know they're this collective group of beautiful things. And I held this and I closed my eyes and I asked Spirit, I said, and I held it very tight like this, and oh my goodness, it was just like vibrating, being very still. Now, I don't know if it'll do it again. Vibrating, being very still, just like that. Spirit, should I do a collective reading and then do any readings for individuals afterwards? Left and right, yes. Back and forth, no. And see, and it's toggling. There it goes. It's doing it a little bit now. But when I did it in the original video, which I hope was recorded, I don't know. I was buffering, so I don't know. It was just like, it was like someone was holding the bottom of it. It was just vibrating. My eyes were closed. I didn't see any of it until I opened my eyes. And as soon as my eyes were opened, I said a collective reading for our little spirit family, our beautiful global witness little spirit family. And it was just going like this. And then, so I knew it was a definite yes. So I did that. And I've done that. I shuffled the deck. I'm recording this while I'm plugged into the general chat room on Global Witness, because I did leave a message saying that if anybody wanted to come into the chat room on Global Witness, that I'd be more than happy to read this. So I'm not sure if anybody will come in here or not. If they don't, that's fine. If they do, then this is going to go up anyway. So that's one of the things that I have collected over. And then I also explained, and I think that I was buffering by then, but I went to use a washroom at one point in my journey. And when I went to go and turn around to use the bathroom facilities, right on the floor where my feet needed to go were this little set of dice. And I thought it was kind of interesting that they were laying there and they were set to the number 7. And that's a pivotal number for me. So I picked them up and kept them. I just knew I was supposed to keep them. I didn't know what they were about. Well, this helps me to decide, you know, different things while I'm doing my readings. And I did roll to see what the cards I was supposed to have. And originally I thought it was supposed to be one oracle card, which is these cards right here. One oracle card and 4 tarot cards. Well, when I shuffled the oracle cards, 1 came out immediately, and then 3 more fell on the floor. And so that equaled 4. And then I realized that I had read that wrong, and that that this meant 4 oracle cards. And so I got my 4 oracle cards, and then I felt very strongly that that I should pull. I made these affirmation cards. I made these myself. And they're just little cards. They're double-sided. There's 13 of them. I picked that number on purpose. And they just have words of affirmation, just one word. And I felt I was to pull one for our collective little spirit family reading as well. So I did that. And then I asked Spirit again if there were still tarot cards involved. And yes, they said. And I rolled the dice, and they were 5 of them. And 5 of them, I mean, I shuffled the deck, 5 popped out. 2 were in reverse, upside down, and 3 were right side up. And I'm just looking through this reading already, and it's quite amazing. So if I'm looking at the wrong part of the camera, forgive me. But I'm going to go ahead and read that now. And I'm going to start with the tarot cards. I'm going to go with the first 2 that were upside down. And this one was, now the word that we received my confirmation, not confirmation, what am I can't remember. What did I call him? I called him something in the beginning. Anyways, this was the word. Now, it's probably reversed for you, but it says deceived. And that was this. It matches this reverse card that is the Keeper of Boons. She just flew out of my hands again. I don't know what's happening here. But anyways, this one was in reverse. It came out upside down. So I'm going to go ahead and read that first. Now, what this card represents is a father-like figure. And it's a father-like figure that the Keeper of Challenges wants you to solve your own problems. This is for the collective, our whole little spirit family. But the Keeper of Boons will also solve it with you, or more likely for you. Now see, this card was in reverse. So what my spirit is saying is that we are in this phase, this time now, where we are not to have someone else solve, a father figure solve our problems for us, that we are to solve them ourselves, and that this very benevolent, loving father figure that would like to not only take our hand, but solve these problems for us, it was in reverse of that. Very calmly, with a sense of humor, he is also a master of crystal lore and all manner of earthly treasures. He puts these good use, making magical tools and jewels attuned to the user's needs. Seek him out when you need some fatherly support. The opposite of this is bulldozing, overbearing, bulldozes right through any objections to himself, takes charge unasked, judges how you spend your resources, whatever those resources are, whether they be physical, spiritual, or whatever. So what my heart says is this is supposed to be reversed. We're supposed to be doing this on our own. But this energy is present, and it is going to attempt to bring us to this word. It matched that card perfectly, and it is there's a deception at play here, something to deceive us, to make us believe that we need this kind of assistance. Okay, the second card that was in reverse was this card right here, and it is the Nine of Spells card. All right, so I'm going to put that back down on the spread. Witches have no fear of the nighttime forest. That doesn't mean there is nothing fearful there. Wild beasts and creatures, both earthly and earthly, roam the woods at night. Nevertheless, this witch has come to her sacred spot to perform a spell in the dark of the moon. Shining eyes and vague shapes move in the shadows. Proposals. We've been getting lots of proposals. This card for my heart is saying that there's proposals and that there is darkness. But in this depiction of the card, this witch doesn't need a wand or any other tool to cast her circle. Her magic is within her. And the reason why this was reversed, once again, it goes along with the reversed father, is because you don't need anything external. Everything is within you. So these things lurking in the dark, as you can see in the card, in the background, there's little eyes and things lurking in the dark. Many things in the outside circle of your particular beautiful magic lurking around to try to propose to you that you are in trouble, or there's some darkness or some doom and gloom that's going to affect you in a profound way. Don't be deceived. It's only a proposal. Just a proposal, my darlings. So, this is about mastery of your inner gifts, mature power, and your own defense or offense in the dark. Okay, so this was the next card that came. It was the Three of Challenges. Okay, you see the two people in the back holding hands, connected to one another, and where there seems to be a distraught gentleman running, holding his eyes because he is full of tears. This is about, it looks like a proposed separation to me, something that would be very painful and difficult. Okay, remember that this is a collective reading for our entire spirit family. And I can see that there's nobody still in the chat room, so that's fine. I'm glad I'm making this video. It's easy to get lost in the woods. Earth plane story. It's also easy to get rid of something there. A desperately poor man has brought his little daughter and son far into the forest, intending to leave them to their fate. At home, only slow starvation awaits for them. Perhaps among the wild beasts, their end will be quicker. This is a terrible moment. It is the moment when a father abandons his children. The children are puzzled, but they must trust him. They will wait there for his return. You've probably heard a tale like this before. Alas, there have been many children abandoned in their enchanted forest. In the stories, they frequently do quite well for themselves, but brutal betrayal... What? Brutal betrayal? What word did I pull? The attempt to be deceived is not easily overcome. This card signifies the hardening of emotions and fateful decisions made in a moment of weakness and fear. It is a warning to protect yourself and also cautions against hurting others. There are many kinds of betrayal and many ways to break your own heart. Once again, we don't need assistance. We have everything within us. Don't be deceived by anything offering that assistance. It isn't something that you require. And also, it said there are many kinds of betrayal and many ways to break your own heart. This is your magic. This is your doing, your kingdom. And this is the movement that we're in. We are in this place where we are to be, I'm just checking to see if my internet's still on. We are to be doing this within our own kingdoms. Betrayal, a heartless decision, an abuse of trust, a stupid or unnecessary drastic action. Everyone involved is hurt. Is this not absolutely bang on appropriate for where things are at the moment right now? This is so beautiful, my beloveds. Magical brambles rapidly grow across the path, springing from the anguished tears of the fleeing father. So, in this scenario, for our own little family, we have been feeling these sensations of abandonment and sense of being betrayed, but we must trust Father. It says, trust our Father. Who is our Father? I and my Father are one. If you've seen me, you've seen my Father. The kingdom is within. Right here. We must trust this. Once again, it's pointing towards this. Right here. Your kingdom. Your inner truth. Yes, it feels like we're going through a dark forest where there's been these things being proposed. But once again, just a proposal and only a proposal, my loves. All right. So this next tarot card is it's called Moonlight, and it shows rabbits dancing in the moonlight right there. Okay, and when I look at this card, my heart says, we were talking about in the live that we were doing, we were talking about the effects of the energies on us and how they're affecting us, both sister moon and brother sun kind of effects. So let's go ahead and look at what this has to say to us today. Who dares to go into the forest when the moon is full? Who would follow the luminous path to the gazing pool? The forest is a different place by moonlight. What is familiar by day becomes illusionary when the moon is full. The sounds of night are eerie, haunting, filling you with nameless longing. Moonbeams sift down through the branches, silvering the sylvan glade. Hares go mad in the moonlight. Wild with lunatic ecstasy, they dance and leap, then suddenly stand motionless, frozen, bewitched. They turn to themselves when the dawn breaks. Most of the time, it is said that those who sleep in the moonlight either go mad or become poets. The poet Byron wrote, "There is a dangerous silence in that hour, a stillness which leaves room for the full soul to open all of itself without the power of calling wholly back its own self-control." Once again, there's that theme. Do you see how this is your inner kingdom? Self. How are you going to choose to respond to this moonlit forest that is giving such proposals? Will you go mad? Or will you be still and become a poet? 'Tis your choice. Perhaps our lives are but a dream, and we are all mad as moon hares. Perhaps. Even the most pragmatic cannot deny the magic of the night. When moonlight shines upon your reading, take it as a sign to let intuition in. Your intuition, your intuitor. Here we are again. Do we see this theme, my loves? Your intuition rule over logic for a time. Pay attention to your dreams, which may be full of portents. Spend time outside in the dark with no intention other than to be open to this mystery. Intuition, your inner tutor. Secrecy and mystery, the dream world, intuition, something is hidden from view. And it says, how many hairs do you see in this card? There are 3. And then there are 3 eternity spirals as well. So I'm just finding this to be a very clear message again. And then our last card for the tarot part of the reading, when I'm going to do the oracle readings next, is Starlight. And you see 3 beautiful elvish creatures gazing up into the stars. And elvish creatures are angelic creatures in my heart. So that's what I'm gleaning from this. If you walk quietly through the forest on a clear and moonless night, this is so interesting. First it talks about moonlit, and now it's moonless. Duality, light, dark, yin, yang, up and down, good, bad, intuition. Okay. On a clear and moonless night, you may hear singing high above, where the treetops open to the vastness of the sky. There are groves of beech and linden, and they are much beloved by the woodland elves, who call them Ilerina, crowned with the stars. Close your eyes and listen to their ethereal voices. They sing ages past, with laments for the fallen and exaltations of the illustrious. They sing of the patterns of destiny they perceive from the vantage point of immortality. They sing of the stars themselves, whose light still reaches us long after their lives are extinguished. The elves sing of hope. Troubles and tyrants come and go, but the stars shine ever on. And who are we, beloveds? Who are we? We are the stars. We are the lights in this proposed darkness, you and I and this entire spirit family. Troubles and tyrants come and go, but the stars shine ever on. Starlight comes to reassure you that everything happens for a reason, even if you can't perceive it now. Time and distance will bring the pattern to light. For now, breathe in the beauty of this moment and pour out your song upon the evening air. This is about undying hope, my loves, immortality, spiritual connection to the cosmos, destiny, cosmic connection, and eternal mysteries, which we are wrapped up in one at this very moment. Okay, that is very beautiful. That is just incredible. Okay, so we're seeing a theme here. Intuition, moonlight, sunlight, energies, frequencies, going within, understanding that we are the stars and we shine evermore. Let's see what oracles we have today. And I did not look them up beforehand, so it may take me a minute. So we will start with the first one. The first, oh, look! I'm so excited about that. It is the great teacher. Learn from your spiritual experiences, and look who has shown up. It's a depiction of a very familiar great teacher, Yeshua, the Spirit of Christ that's drawn so many of us together. We are all Christed, but this is a significant one. I'm so glad for this. This is important to me, and it means much to my heart. So this is beautiful. And what that card is about, I already know what that card is about. It's about going within in your Christedness. Same thing. It's the same theme. You are the Christ. You are the I am. It's the same theme. It's beautiful. I love that. So anyways, let's pull the next one and see what it is. The wise one. Grow within your current situation. Grow within your current situation. Once again, matching the theme that this is an internal voyage, my loves. It's internal. And this is about going within. We're not to depend on those external things that are trying to deceive us. We will not be deceived by what's being proposed. We will not be deceived. We will not be. High Priestess. Harness your mystic power. Once again, where does the mystic power come from? Within. Within, within, within. And I'm going to read that one because something in me is telling me that that is something that we need to see. So let's see if I can find it. Okay, it is the Priestess. So I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely seeing a... There, is that it? Nope. That's the High Priest. This one is the Priestess. There she is. Okay. Align with the light and focus on the things that are positive. Whoa, I'm dropping my mic. Sorry, guys. I hope it doesn't sound terrible. We talked about this in the live, and we talked about it, and we all were in agreement to focus on the things that are positive. Bring those things. Be what you want to see. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained familiar, fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The High Priestess in this deck is a consort and partner of the High Priest. The divine feminine counterpart of Yeshua is Mary. This is about feminine, masculine energies being balanced once again. Okay, she's joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses, outside of this story, outside of our earth characters. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There's an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You're being guided to look at what you are working on or the situation before you determined where your priorities lie. If you're unable to figure that one out, you must use your intuition. Intuition? There it is again. The inner tutor. This is a huge theme, my loves. And discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone, the all included and involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. All right. Our last card is the White Witch. Be the light. And once again, I've seen several owls in this, and this owl happens to have antlers as well. And she has a beautiful big moth in her hair. And these are beautiful elderberries growing around her as well. So be the light. Be the light. And I'm going to go ahead and look her up, because I once again believe that there is something very important about this character and what she's got to say to us today. Is she a sacred one? I can't tell. I'm looking. Let me see if I can find this quickly. I apologize. I should have done this before I got on the video. So bear with me for just a moment. There she is. All right. Take the higher road and choose the light. Once again, we're all being proposed with different roads to take. And I'm seeing that nobody is in chat with me, so this is interesting. I'm not sure why, but I was hoping somebody would show up, but no big deal. Take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. Spirit is being so beautifully clear for us tonight. We spoke of this in the live, my loves. We spoke of this. The White Witch card represents the maiden aspect of the triple goddess and in paganism and modern Wicca. The maiden is the gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of goddess, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here she is enjoined with a horned owl, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has, but she is also willing to trust what she feels to be right within her. With this card, you are being reminded of the goodness within. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. And we spoke of this as well. I'm closing my window. Sorry, it's getting chilly. You have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into the dramas, into those dark things in the forest that are beckoning you. Do not be deceived, my loves. Do not be deceived. Or bickering energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you're being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change that energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answers. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light that you were born to share. All right. Now it has been 25 minutes. That's a long time, very long video. I'm going to have to compress this and edit it so that it will not be hard to upload. But thank you, my beautiful group of people that were with me in the live. We did some cooking. We had a beautiful little thing that happened, and it got deleted because I screwed up something in YouTube. I don't know how I did, but I'm not very good at that yet. So everything's as it should be, though. What a beautiful reading, my loves. Thank you so much for helping me to launch my Riddell Tarot channel and business. Not really a business. It's just a calling, and it's to benefit the all. Now, I had read in the beginning of my reading online, and I forgot to read it before I started on this one. And so I will read it again as if it were in the beginning of this video. Guardians of the four corners, Mother in earth, Father in sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and I welcome you here now. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from these tools we have used will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places, and so be it. I love you so much, and this is just the beginning of a great journey that I'm embarking on, and I want you all to come with me. I love you so much. Thank you again.